China says it opposes the passage of the Hong Kong Autonomy Act by the U.S. Senate. The act allows for sanctions on individuals or companies Washington considers to be supporting efforts to restrict Hong Kong's autonomy. The U.S. cited the recently proposed national security legislation for Hong Kong as one reason for the act. But the Chinese embassy in the U.S. urges Washington to stop interfering in China's internal affairs, adding that the security legislation will improve Hong Kong's legal system and bring more stability to the city. Meanwhile, the Hong Kong SAR government responded, calling the U.S. act unacceptable. Our reporter Ju Dan has more on Hong Kong's reactions.
The Hong Kong government on Friday hit back at the United States after the passage of legislation in the U.S. that would impose mandatory sanctions on individuals or companies that back central government efforts to restrict Hong Kong's autonomy. A government spokesman urged the U.S. side to act responsibly by refraining from taking measures that may potentially affect the normal operations of financial institutions and the vast number of customers they serve. He said, "Human rights and freedoms in Hong Kong were fully protected by the Hong Kong Bill of Rights Ordinance and other legislation, and underpinned by an independent judiciary in Hong Kong." Hong Kong government urged the U.S. Congress to immediately stop interfering in Hong Kong SAR's internal matters. Regarding the national security law, although the central government and Hong Kong SAR government reiterate that it only targets a small minority of people who conduct secession, subversion, terrorism, and collusion with foreign forces to endanger national security, Eric Chong, principal lecturer of the University of Hong Kong, said this would create worries in the society. He said, though details of the law were not out yet, but he was worried that it might fully apply a broad definition of national security under mainland law. As we all know, Hong Kong currently is running under its own basic law under the one country, two systems principle.